The season-long pursuit of perfection will be reached on the floor of the Bridgestone Arena on Tuesday. Now, will it be Notre Dame or UConn that'll lay claim to that prize? The clash of the unbeaten Titans set for Tuesday after both Notre Dame and UConn winning in the women's Final Four national semifinals here in Nashville, Tennessee. In game number one, the Fighting Irish, a comprehensive 87-61 victory over the Maryland Terrapins. Kayla McBride, her All-America self, 28 points in the ball game. Jewel Lloyd, her All-America self, 16 points and 9 rebounds. But in the first game, without Natalie Achanwa, who tore her ACL in the Elite Eight game last Monday against Baylor, a couple of players really stepped up in the front court for the Fighting Irish. First, Taya Reimer, starting in place of Achanwa, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block shot. And coming off the bench, Markeisha Wright, a career-high 12 points and a career-high 9 rebounds. Notre Dame moving to 37-0 in the season. And in game number two, the UConn Huskies now moving to 39-0 in the season after a 75-56 win over the Stanford Cardinals. Stanford had the lead for most of the first half, had a lead as much as 6 in the first half, but the UConn Huskies in the last 25 to 30 minutes really putting it on. 5 players in double figures for the UConn Huskies in scoring, led by Breanna Stewart and her 18 points. And after the game, in the locker room, I talked with another player for the UConn Huskies that scored in double figures, Mariah Jefferson, 10 points to go along with 4 assists and 5 steals. And I asked her, how did UConn recover from their slow start to run away from the Cardinal in the second half?
Our defense, we started locking down on defense a lot harder than we were in the first half, and then shots start falling. You know, shots weren't going in for us in the first half, and we knew that if we just kept playing defense, then our shots would start falling.
You played zone for a little bit in the first half. Was that part of the strategy? Was it trying to collapse on Chanae a little bit? So talk about the strategy in playing zone.
I think we just really wanted to switch up our defenses. Anytime you can throw a whole bunch of defenses at a team, it kind of keeps them off balance. So we played man, we played zone, and we just try to switch it up and not let them know what we were in.
You had a couple of your trademark steals into the passing lane and going to the basket and laying it up and in. Do you have a whole lot more joy playing defense than offense?
Definitely. I love defense, and anytime I can get a steal, I get really excited, and I know my teammates get really excited for me too.
Where did that come from in terms of your intensity and really liking to play defense?
I've been playing that way since I was a kid, and my AAU coaches and my high school coaches really preach defense to me.
Are you cognizant of the UConn point guard history? You know, from the Jen Rosati's to the Sue Birds, Diana Taurasi's, Renee Montgomery's. So just how much of that is in your mind when you are playing point guard for the University of Connecticut?
I mean, you've played. I mean, I'm coming in playing behind all of these great point guards that have been here, and really, I just want to try to keep my foot part on the game like they did, and just come out and play hard and try to fill the roles that they did when they were here.
How do you not put pressure on yourself, or do you put pressure on yourself when you're on the court?
I think it's a little bit of both. You have to have confidence, but at the same time, you have to know that it's important for you to play well, so just come out and just have fun.
Can Tuesday night's game, undefeated UConn and undefeated Notre Dame, can you treat it like any other game?
You have to. We prepare for it the same way. I mean, our intensity is pretty much the same every game, and we're just going to come in and do the same things that we've been doing all year.
Is that the truth, or are you going to be more excited about playing Notre Dame?
I mean, you're excited. It's a championship game, but at the same time, I feel like we try to prepare the same way every game. So we try to treat every game as if it's a championship.
What are you doing tonight now after this win?
Rest. Go rest and relax.
Mariah Jefferson, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
So Notre Dame and UConn, both undefeated, getting ready for their national championship clash on Tuesday. And I don't have to build up the game any more than it has already been, but I'll give it a try. This will be the 4th consecutive year that Notre Dame and UConn will play in the Final Four. In both 2011 and 2012, Notre Dame came out on top on their way to the national title game, both losses in the national title game last season after Notre Dame defeated UConn 3 times, including in the Big East Tournament final. The UConn Huskies got revenge last season in the Final Four on their way to their 8th national championship. But in the last 12 games between these two schools, Notre Dame is 9-3 against the UConn Huskies, but Gino Auriemma and UConn making their 9th championship game appearance. In the previous 8 championship appearances, UConn is 8-0. So are you ready for Tuesday? I know I am, and I know we are here at ALotofSportsTalk.com. So stay tuned, where we will have the written recap of both of these national semifinal games here at Bridgestone Arena. And we also have an interview in the locker room with Notre Dame's Taya Reimer, who came up really big in the Fighting Irish's semifinal win over the Terrapins. From Music City in Nashville, Tennessee, my name is Adeshina Koike for ALotofSportsTalk.com.